So if you guys watched my other videos before, you would know that I've kind of like teased my Bedrock worlds a little bit, and now it's finally the time to get into them. There are 3 worlds I have for y'all today, so hopefully you got an hour to spare. Grab a snack, grab some crack, without wasting any time. Let's fucking go! And here we are, the first world I ever started on Bedrock. Also, before we get like actually started into like the world tour, I hate Bedrock so fucking much, man. Like, I turned view bobbing off because look how ridiculous this is. Look, ready? Why does the hand shake so much? Like, that's like distracting on how much that fucking Like, I like view bobbing, but that's just way too much. Like, what the fuck were they, like, actually, what were they thinking? Like, it's fine on Java, but it's like on here, nope. And I'm sure we'll run into some more issues as we go on, just because Bedrock is terribly optimized for like almost every platform it's on, except maybe for mobile, where it's like the most optimized, sadly. Anyways, enough Bedrock bitching. Let's get started. So with every world, I'm gonna show y'all my tools, what I named them. Again, this world is from like 2018, so sorry if any of the names are like super cringy. So we have, that's just an iron pickaxe, diamond boots. Oh, did I not name my armor? Oh, okay. I usually name my armor in these modern versions, but I guess I didn't hear. Okay, they got the perfect pickaxe, the slasher, the spinner, oh god, this is an awful name. The badass bow. It's so bad. I guess I called this a spinner because it has riptide on it and you spin. Slasher, that's pretty self-explanatory. The perfect pickaxe, it's not even perfect. If it was perfect, I'd have efficiency on it. And I guess that's all the tools I had. I guess I didn't have a shovel axe or another fortune pickaxe on me. Again, this is like my first survival world I had in like forever, like years. So I wasn't exactly like super good at survival at this point. But the fact that I wasn't like super good at survival kind of makes this world the most charming in my opinion. So anyways, I'll just get started here. So I spawned here around this area and, you know, I chopped some trees down, did the normal Minecraft shit, and then I saw this island over here and I was like, you know, 1.13, I don't really know what's in it. I know it's like aquatic, so it'd be a good idea to like live on an island and maybe like dig into it and then have my home be in there. And that's exactly what I did. Also, yes, this is the communist flag. You know, back in like 2018, the whole communism funny, you know, that was like real peak humor back then. Anyways, going down here, lead to the first room of, I think, 4 floors I have down here. I think, yeah, these are just record discs. I have like a little, disc farm somewhere over there. More in here. Got my ender chest. Whoa. I think this is just like end loot because I'm pretty sure I quit this world like right after I raided the end. So didn't really have a chance to like offload this anywhere. We got the black bed right here. Now usually I go for like red beds for the classic look, but you know, I'm fucking with black. It's like my favorite color, I think. Either black or white's my favorite color, if you even want to call them colors, because technically black and white aren't colors, they're the lack of color. Or I know white is the lack of color. I'm not sure if black falls under that as well. Anyways, this is a smelting station, aka floor 1, -1, because you're going down. I don't know. I'm actually really proud of the design of this room and all the other rooms. They use the same like block palette. I did no like creative world testing for this world, and I'm still like super impressed on how this all came out. I think it's really cute. I remember I was losing my mind over like stripped logs. I'm like, oh, this looks so cool. Because again, this is like right when 1.13 dropped. This is all brand new, and I was still super memorized by it all. And here you got my valuables. Yeah, again, this is like absolutely nothing. It's where you'd smelt your ores. Got some more nuggets in here. I don't think nothing in there. Got the food section right here. We have one enchanted apple, which I think I found. I think I found it in like a woodland mansion, I think. Some other shit in here. In here. Oh, wow. Yeah, damn. Again, living on an island, fishing was like one of my favorite activities to do. Super relaxing. Also, I love this window right here. I can like peer into the ocean. It's really nice ambience. But yeah, my ass was fishing. All right, coming down here to the second floor. We got the storage area. Or, I'm sorry, -2nd floor. We have the storage unit. So the things that I used to separate all my storage was wood, sand, stone, miscellaneous, armor, plants, dirt, mob loot, weapons, and tools. Damn, yeah, I was broke on wood, broke on sand. I was pretty rich in stone, I'll give myself that. And then if I needed extra storage, I just put a chest behind here. Miscellaneous. Also, I forgot to mention this, I'm playing on the old texture pack because this is before the new textures came in. Or I think the new textures might have came in or it was like in beta. So I kind of like switched between the two sometimes, but this is mainly, I use this, the classic textures. Yeah, miscellaneous is a pretty large amount of items just because like, you know, like 9 sections isn't enough to like divide every block in the game. So miscellaneous is of course gonna have like a lot of shit. I think this is where I kept my rails, yep, and my scaffolding, because that was again added in earlier before 1.14 dropped on Bedrock specifically. Got some armor in here, got some plants in here, mob loot, and I didn't have any mob farms, so all by hand. Got weapons and tools. Most of these came from fishing, and then back here, yeah. Didn't want to throw them away for some reason. Coming down to the negative 3rd floor, aka the last floor. Got all my dogs in here. We got Lone, because I found him alone in a forest, and he was like a little baby, and I was like, aw, where's your parents at? I was like, oh no, he's a lone wolf. Anyways, he fucked, had some kids. Right here is an unfinished railway. The goal was I had multiple islands kind of like spanning this ocean area near me. And I was going to link them all up underground and have like a little underground rail station. Unfortunately, the world ended before I could really materialize that further. But I'll give you a little ride real quick. So that. Here we go. Super dark in here. There we go. Yeah, I have a conduit under the bridge, but it's very finicky. Yep, and it just ends here. Sucks it didn't go any further, but that's the way it is. Alright, coming back here, you may have noticed this lever right here, and if you flick it, it opens a secret passageway. By the way, this redstone to like open this door took me for fucking ever. I was struggling so hard with it, man. Even with the tutorials I was watching, redstone is definitely not my stallion. Anyways, coming in here, we have the dark magic room. I don't know if that's the actual name, but it makes sense. You know, you got enchanting, brewing over there, and then you got the nether portal, which there's nothing in the nether, so I don't really feel an obligation to go in there. I think there's like maybe like a cobblestone room built in. Well, fuck it, I'll just go. The whole point of this video is to show off literally everything in like excruciating detail, so I won't leave anything out. Yeah, this is it. Stone room. I think I had plans to make a nether wart farm out here, but that never materialized. Also, one of my favorite memories of this world is, I guess it wouldn't be my favorite, but it was very notable, was trying to find a nether fortress in here. It was extremely difficult. I know there's like websites to like look up where your nether fortress is like dependent on your seed, but I didn't want to look that up. I just kind of wanted to have the vanilla experience without any like external sources, except for redstone, because I was never going to figure that out. But yeah, it took me like hours to find one, and it was like the hypest shit. I was so fucking excited when I found one. But I just remember like sitting in my living room like 1 a.m. listening to the soundtrack, just chilling, you know. I don't know, I'm just super nostalgic for that, even though that was only like 5 years ago, which I guess that is a long time. 5 years is a little while, right? But I'm sure I'll reminisce on more memories as I go on. Coming back in here, get some armor stands, lining the place up. Also, the ceiling is made of dark prismarine, which took me forever to get. I didn't know how to make a guardian farm, so you can imagine how long it took me to just gather this all by hand. I'd say it's worth it. This is honestly like definitely like my top 5 favorite blocks in the game. And it definitely helps itself to like cool, dark, evil color palettes. Over here to the left, get the enchanting setup. Lapis in here. All these books I enchanted. Anvil sitting right there, looking super out of place. Then we have the brewing setup. And what is... I guess this is just materials that I just placed here for some reason. Here we have the brewing station. This is well organized for a feature that I didn't really use that much. You got gunpowder, redstone, glowstone, harmful potions on this side, helpful potions on this side, nether wart, water, and blaze powder. And then you got cauldrons on the corners right here. Oh, damn. Okay, I guess I was brewing a little bit then. Quite a lot. Anyways, that's it for the base. I still think it holds up pretty well. Over here on the dock, this is where I'd fish a lot of the time. And Homeland. Wow, what a great name. Yeah, think of a more original name. It's like, oh, this is where my home is. It's a piece of land. It's my homeland. I got much better at naming things, as you'll see as we go on. Fucking idiot. I hate these guys. What do you have? Fern. Wow. Get the fuck off my island. Get the fuck off my island. This bridge right here took me an insane amount of time. I know it doesn't look like it, but in order to get like the bridge like centered, it took a lot of trial and error. And again, you know, first time playing survival in years. I know this is like a super basic ass build, but I was learning. So connecting from my island over here is, I guess this is still homeland. Got a lot of bamboo planted, cactuses, sugarcane. Got a beacon over there, which was like one of the last things I made in this world. I was like, oh, I want to have the beacon achievement, so might as well just kill the wither real quick, get it all set up, and pack my bags to 1.14. Over here we have the turtle sanctuary, which is more like a holding cell. I don't even think this works if I remember. I don't think I got like a single bit of like scoot or whatever the turtle drops are called, which I still don't exactly know how turtles work in the game. But yeah, they've just been here for years, suffering. Animal pen right here, cows, sheep, llamas. Ooh, I got speed effect. Chickens, horses, and a donkey. I don't think I named any of these guys. Or I think I did have a named one, but he died. Right here in the sheep pen actually is a... Oh god, fuck, don't get out, no! So here in the sheep pen, the lime sheep is called Mickey, which is a reference to way back in like 2013, when I'd play Minecraft Pocket Edition. I had this world with my friend. We called the world... I forgot what I think we called it Bros. That was the name. It was just called Bros. And I dyed a sheep lime, and I called it Mickey. I don't exactly know why, but it's always been like a staple. If I ever have like a lime sheep in a world, I always name tag it Mickey. Just for old time's sakes, keeping the tradition alive. I want this guy back in his pen, even though I'm never gonna play this world again. Get the fuck in here. Over here behind the animal pen is the little pathway, which contains all my shulker boxes. You know, I went to the end, didn't really have any space to put this in yet, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just put it behind my animal pen. Anyways, this pathway leads down here to this little underground tunnel area. I think the plan for this hallway was I was gonna move all my sheep here, and then carve out like a little room for each color. Never got to it though. But it does lead over here. It's a nice little waterfall I made. And the wheat field, which again, like most things in this world, sadly never got finished. It's gonna expand from here all the way out to here, which I guess in the grand scheme of things isn't really that big, but it's big for me, okay? It's a lot of wheat. Over behind the wheat farm is my creeper music disc farm, I guess if you want to call it. It's literally just like you lead a creeper in here, or no, you lead a skeleton in here, and you bring a creeper along, and then kind of like walk yourself in front of the creeper, and then make the skeleton shoot the creeper for you. This is basically like the most advanced redstone thing I did in this world, other than like the door. And then down here is, I think, my villagers. Oh no. I know I have like a little underground section for my zombie villagers I cured somewhere. Here it is. Oh, okay, they turned back into zombies. Well, fuck. That's it for the mainland. The only part I have left to show is the island over there. Welcome to Stony Island. Yep, another great name by the elusive kellphone. Get it? Because it's made out of stone? Ha ha ha. Coming into this little carved out mountain base. Nothing much. Some garbage in there. And banners for some reason. Heading out this door. Got this contraption. I think this is made for an achievement. Forgot what it was called. Something like you have to like have a minecart and deposit something into a hopper, I think. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think there's anything over there, but up here, up these stairs, amazing bridge, which I think was temporary. I was gonna make this look better, so don't judge me too harshly. I'm pretty sure down here, there's a mob farm, or an attempted mob farm that doesn't work and never did work. Or it might be down here. Oh, here it is, yep. So the idea was, zombies spawn from there, they get dragged over here to this magna block, and then they take damage, and then I collect their resources. But, I mean, I guess we'll see it right now. Wow, okay, this is taking forever. Maybe I won't show you. I don't know, I tried. Here is the stone tower. I don't think this has a name. Again, didn't go in creative to like test build this. Very annoying to build. I messed this up a lot. Had to take it down a bunch. But I think the end result looks fine. Coming inside, the interior is nothing to get hyped over. I think it's all just empty, actually. Yeah. Then you get on top of here and you have a beautiful view of homeland and this thing, which I think I made it for the achievement where it's like you have an elytra and you have to go through like a 1x1 hole at like 50 miles per hour. I want to say that's the reason I built this. I don't know why else this would be here. But yeah, that's mainly it. You know, there's not a lot in this world that's like impressive from like a outsider point of view, but this world is very special to me just because it was my reintroduction into Minecraft, you know? I was out of it for a while and I came back knowing very little of like anything past 1.8. And again, I was like mainly like a creative player, so this is like one of my first ever like real true survival experiences. Just you know, a lot of memories in here, a lot of fun little moments. And you know, I guess I'll show y'all one last thing before we move on to the next world. An old relic of pre 1.14. So not too far away, maybe about like, I don't know, 500 blocks, lies an old pre-1.14 village. Objectively, these are like worse than the 1.14 ones, but I kind of like how simplistic they looked. The way I view villagers, they're like extremely fucking stupid, right? So it would kind of make sense for their houses to look like shit. Anyways, yeah, I just thought it'd be cute to show this off before we move on to the 1.14, 1.15 world. Speaking of which, let's get to it. And here we are in Kill Me Now, the sequel to Kill Me. Now, in retrospect, I do wish I kept everything in one world, but my thought was, I don't wanna. So yeah, I made this world exactly when 1.14 dropped. And to be honest, I wasn't even like that excited over it. I was like, whatever, fine. I don't really mess with villagers anyways. I doubt this update's gonna change that. But to be completely honest, I actually did do some cool stuff with villagers in this world. Anyways, again, before starting off, let me do a little armor weapon check. Got bolt, it has channeling on it. Fork, looks like a fork. Head weight, titty protector, put these on. Toe holder. Okay, yeah. I imagine this said cock holster, but since Bedrock is such a awful version of the game, you can't use cuss words, even in single-player worlds, which is fucking ridiculous. Like, look, if I type in chat right now, fuck. Uh-oh, that's a no-no. Can't say cuss words in a single-player world, nuh-uh. Genuinely, what were they fucking thinking? Also, another thing while we're on the Bedrock hate train, I hate how, like, the items have, like, a little black opaque box around the name. So annoying, and you can't disable it in any way. I hate it so much, and they added it with this update, I'm pretty sure. And the first thing I did when I saw it is I looked up, how do I turn it off? And you can't turn it off, and you still can't turn it off. It's just, it's so distracting, you know? It's like, get the fuck out of my fucking face. Anyways, back to the weapons. Spoon, fork, get it, they go together. Chop, blockbuster, I miss blockbuster, man. Called my Elytra Ascension, which is actually a pretty cool name. Usually I just call them wings, but Ascension's a pretty dope name. Rod, System Blower, which is not only a really cool name for a sword, but is also a Death Grips reference. So that's a little double whammy. Ooh, wait, that's actually a triple whammy. The Preserver, pretty lame name. Stick and String, I mean, I'm not wrong. And the Forklift, which that's actually pretty clever. Get it? You have the fork, and you have the forklift. Ha ha ha. So anyways, I started here. I was like, oh, that's a villager outpost over there. That's pretty neat. So I was like, I guess I'm gonna base over here. And I was treating this like a big deal. I was like, all right, before I go and attack, I gotta set up my base first. So I set this little house up right here. And you can already tell I'm getting way better at building. Like, got some texture in here. Ah, fuck. Forgot about these things. Got some texture built in. The roof is looking nice. Got a cool little overhang. Got a donkey right here. Coming inside, I tried to stuff as much as I could in here. Got Garfield on the orange bed. So I don't even know. Why did I choose an orange bed? I don't even know. I don't even like have like an affinity towards orange. None of the chests have anything in them, or the barrels. So I eventually moved to a separate base deep in the jungle, which is actually pretty rare for me to like have like an actual starter base and move. Because usually I have a starter base and then I stay there for like my entire playthrough. But no, I actually did eventually move. But then soon after I moved, I got bored, and then 1.16 came out, and I was like, well, fuck. Gotta do a new world again, even though I didn't really have to. Gold armor statue right here, which only in Bedrock you can change their poses, which I'm neutral on. I mean, I think they all look pretty stupid, but you know, you do you. Oh yeah, also speaking about stupid poses, hey guys, hi. Yeah, so exclusive to Bedrock, they have emotes, which on one hand I really hate, and on the other hand I really hate. But I don't know, they're kind of cute. I don't really care that much anymore. Ooh. Look, it's a little cute to fuck around with. Ooh. Anyways, back to the tour. Coming down this ladder leads to a little docking area. No, not the docking where you put your dicks together with someone. Then down here on the third floor, got my storage compartment area. Again, everything's empty because I moved. Hidden painting wall right here. Whoosh, we're in the secret compartment. Just a little enchanting setup. Got all my annoying ass parrots in here. Also, this is completely unintentional, but I made a penis right here. And to the right of the penis is my garbage disposal. Throw your items in there, as so. Whoop. Works like a charm. Down here is my mine, which is nothing special. Whoa! I think I was gonna make up like a railway system going somewhere from here, but I just never got to that. Also, here's a little tip. If you can, use slabs instead of stairs. When going down, it looks a lot smoother. All right, heading back up here. Got a little campfire. It's a brand new feature. Got a cat right here. I think I have cats like all over, just like set in certain positions. I think Garfield's the only named one though. Cute farm right here. Pumpkins, melons, wheat. Behind my house lies a tombstone for my horse, Revy. I think he fell down a ravine and then he was shot by skeletons. I think that's how he died. I was pretty upset. Ow, what the fuck? And then here on this barrel, which I don't know why, like, I made him a tombstone, but I made my bird Buddy the bird. Wait, what does it say? Rip Buddy the bird, prick but will forget. I guess I hated him. That's the only explanation I can have for this sign, is that I hated him and I would forget him. Which is true, I did forget him. There's not even anything in the chest. Why did I put this on a barrel? I guess that's how much I cared for him. I didn't even want to make him a tombstone. I just made him like a little fucking spot on a barrel. Following this pathway from the agricultural farm is the mob. I mean, I guess they're both agricultural. But here's the mob farm. Got your sheep, pigs. Got this one of a saddle. I think I named him. Yeah, this is Jeffrey. I don't think I have a lime green sheep here, so no Mickey. Got the horse pen over here, and I think these are all named. Yeah, Speedster, Vibor, Old Reliable, Hops, Tanker. So yeah, I imagine this guy has a lot of health. Yeah, I'd imagine Hops can hop really high. I think Old Reliable is my first horse I had. I have no idea what Vibor means. And Speedster, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. Now over here is a build I can still say I'm pretty proud of, and I think it holds up pretty well. The Sace Village, which is a pretty cool name. Better than Homeland. So in this village, there's one villager for each profession. I mean, there might be more. I don't know if these guys fucked since I've last been here. But for every profession, I made their own little house. So I think over here is the farmer house. Pretty simple. I think this is like the same exact house as the one over there, except maybe like a little bit taller. Right behind the farmer's house, we have the stonemason's cave. It's pretty neat, you know. Got glowstone for lighting, clay, a bunch of rocks. Has its own little room in here. Got the well bell right here. Across from the farmer's house, we have a homeless shelter. Basically, if these guys did fuck, hopefully the unhouseable villagers would have a home. There's a little bed in here. You're not allowed here! You're not welcome! I hate your kind. Got the Fletcher here in his nice little tent. I try to be clever with it and put his bed like somewhat underground, but the problem is, like, he'll sleep in here and then he'll wake up and he won't be able to get out. But unfortunately for him, I'm more style over substance, so he's gonna have to deal with it. Behind the fletching tent we have, which is probably my favorite house in this entire village, the cartographer slash librarian crib. This one holds up extremely well. Came up with the design myself. The roof is super detailed, front's super detailed. Everything about this build is pretty fucking good. Now the interior, on the other hand, definitely lacking. Up here, okay, never mind. This is actually a pretty cool interior. Got a map carpet right here. It's a pretty cool idea. I remember I did this to get the 3x3 like map achievement, but it didn't register for some reason, which kind of pissed me off, but I still think it looks pretty cool. Which again, another classic Bedrock moment. But yeah, you get a nice little view of everything from here. And of course, since he's the cartography guy, he has a balcony so he can see the land and write it down at his will. Then in the basement, we have the librarian, which I never finished his room, unfortunately. I kept him in here because he has mending, and I wanted to keep him, like, super safe. Heading back out here, we have the stonemason. Wait, no, you're not the stonemason. Who are you guys? Toolsmith. I think you're the armor smith. Armor and weaponsmith. Yeah, I just clumped them all together in one house because they all seem pretty similar. Completely made out of stone, so nothing catches on fire. Got the classic little lava pool right here. Armor stand, blast furnace, you know, all their work blocks in here. Cute little bed gradient. To the right and downhill of the blacksmith, we have, what is this? Are you the butcherer? I'm assuming this is the butcher's crib. Or maybe the leather worker, I don't know. I think all their assigned beds broke when transferring these worlds over to my PC. Which, by the way, I try to transfer these worlds over to Java Edition, but the problem is transferring them makes all the entities disappear, and I think all like the items in chests disappear as well. So just had to suffer on Bedrock, unfortunately. Uphill from the butcher's house, we have the shepherd's house, which might be my second favorite build in this village. If you know me, I'm a big fan of triangles. It's my favorite shape, so of course I'm gonna be a little biased to this house. But it's just super clean looking, you know? The stripped logs, the wool, super clean. Interior is pretty cool too. Got his bed in here, and then I think this is just like a storage closet. Oh no, his looms. Following the path this way, we have I think this is the leather worker. He's got a small little house, but he's got his cow pen. I mean, what more can you ask for from a leather worker? And finally, heading uphill, we have the cleric's church. You got the benches. You got the That was definitely one of my villagers. This whole village is infected, fuck. But you know, he could like stand here and be like, oh, I don't know what villagers say. Some Scientology, Evangelion shit. And that's it for Sace Village, and I guess the rest of this area. Still super proud of how this whole area came out. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention the walls. They're, I think stripped oak log and oak, and I think they came out pretty well as well. Forgot to mention that. Also, right here where I'm standing is where I was gonna put a beacon, but I kind of was just too trigger happy with moving, so never got to doing it. But that's not it for this world, as I alluded to. I did eventually move to the jungle and built probably my most impressive build up to that point. We just head through the nether right here. We have a little nether highway built in. Heading into the nether, we have a little bit more structure here. And by structure, I just mean I put some portals around here for a little bit of a quick travel. So I don't even think I knew in my other world that the nether was like a form of quick travel. Ah! But this portal right here does not lead to the jungle, but it leads to my skeleton farm, aka my first mob farm ever. Oh god, dude, it's so nauseating in here. Where do I go? Here we go. Okay. You come in through this wall right here into the little chill AFK chamber. In the closet, you have the skeleton farm. The skeleton spawners, like, over there. They get dragged up by some water columns. They get moved over here, then they get dropped down, and then you kill them. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And then you go behind this painting, and you'd collect your loots. Or, you know, if you want to burn something or get the enchantments off of like an enchanted bow or whatever. But yeah, I'd usually just like AFK here, sit on the couch, pretend I'm watching something on TV, maybe put on some music. Honestly, I really like the concept of having like a chill, like man cave type room for your AFKing. I feel like more people should have just like dedicated AFK rooms. I think it's a cute little concept. Up here is more of a visual representation. Dragged up here, dragged over there, and then dropped down there. And you know, just to make sure people aren't confused, or I don't confuse myself, this is in fact a skeleton spawner, just in case you didn't know. And to get back to the portal, you hit the power button on the TV. Whoop! Yeah, look at me go. I'm such a redstone expert now. So if we go behind the spawn portal, it'll lead to this highway, quote-unquote highway, tunnel, whatever. And this will bring us to the final stop for this world, the jungle. So I've always wanted to build a base in the jungle for the longest time. I've always put myself off on doing it just because, well, in the first world, the nearest jungle that I could find was like literally 100,000 blocks away. I went into creative mode to check. That's how fucking far it was. But in this world, I found this relatively close to my spawn, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do my idea. And this was the end result. Bam! The temple. The Kell temple. I didn't have a name for it. This, I think, still looks pretty sick. Of course, like most things in these worlds, it is unfinished. Well, I would say this part and that part's done. I was gonna have like a cool little area section up here. I forgot what I was gonna do, but it was gonna really tie everything in together. Unfortunately, 1.16 came out, and I felt the need to switch the world up, so I was bored. But yeah, this thing looks sick. Is it the most detailed, mega-sized thing in the world? No, but for what it is, it's sick, and that's all that matters, right? This took me like a good amount of time to build because this whole area right here used to just be water, so I had to fill it all in with grass. I think if I break one of the blocks, I can show y'all the water underneath. No, help! Oh, fuck, how, what the fuck, how am I in a block right now? Okay, never mind, I won't show y'all. Y'all can just fucking take my word on it. So over here by the portal, got my, skeleton horse buddy. I didn't name him, apparently. Got my, get the fuck away from me! Got my regular horse buddy, also doesn't have a name. Walking up the temple stairs, you'll be greeted with a giant hole that goes down, I want to say, to Y level 20? Ooh. Oh shit, glow squid. That's new. Y'all didn't exist before. Once you're down here, you're greeted with 4 hallways, north, east, south, west. But only one of them really has any rooms. Well, actually, there's only one room, really. And that's the storage room. A lot more separation than the other world. Got your dirt, wood, stone, valuable materials, which, ooh, damn, dude, I was fucking mining. All these emeralds I got from Sace Village. Gravel, sand, concrete / terracotta, wool. I don't know what's supposed to be in this one. Glass, end materials, nether materials, ocean materials, music disc, weapons, armor, enchanted books, potions, redstone, miscellaneous, hostile mob drops, passive mob drops, food, and plants. So pretty well sorted. This is going to be my flag for the area. It's like a eyeball thing. I think right here I was going to have a fish tank. Either that or I was going to have like a painting with a secret room behind, but I can't remember. And then adjacent to this room, we have the unfinished personal HQ, which would have looked pretty cool, but sadly, this is where the world ended. I planning on building this, and then I think I was actually playing on a server. I think that's what happened. I was like on a server, so the time I spent on here was like really dwindling. You know what? Actually, I think I have this room finished in my creative world. Let me check real quick. Yeah, here it is. Got a big ass king size bed, the fish tank, which is personally my favorite part of the room, bell, lamp. I think this is what the flag was gonna look like, and I actually like this design better, to be honest. It's less uniform, but I think it looks cooler. But yeah, sadly never got to it, and the world ended prematurely, as with most worlds do. And this is what the storage room was gonna look like. I guess I had a different carpet in mind. And oh, so I guess I was gonna put like all my valuables behind the painting. That's what I was gonna do. Okay. Well, I guess we'll never know what the finished product would have looked like, huh? Maybe I might revisit the idea one day, who knows? But regardless of its unfinished nature, this world still means a whole lot to me. This is where I was truly like learning how to actually like make somewhat impressive things in this game. Anyways, with all that being done and over with, let's go to the final world. The world that I think is my most impressive to date. 1016. Yep, that's right. I dropped the Kill Me brand name and decided to go with the 1016 prominent name, which meant I meant fucking business. All right, I'm not fucking around anymore. This world is, like I said, my most impressive to date. And if you're gonna take anything away from this video for inspiration, it's gonna be from this world. It's nothing like mind-blowing in the grand scheme of like Minecraft YouTube. I mean, you've probably seen some other YouTubers do some like crazier shit in their worlds, like, oh, I terraformed the whole end and I turned it into a fucking Arby's. I don't know. Point is, it's nothing that insane, but the jump from the last world to this world is huge. Like, super fucking noticeable. If I had to estimate my time in here, I'd probably say around a year, maybe a little less. A good amount of time though. Anyways, before starting anything out, weapon and armor check. Got the Sky Shredder. Really shows how far I came from the first world's names. I mean, that's a sick ass name. For all my armor, the theming was, I would type the name, like I think this is called leggings, but then I'd put like the scroll text filter on it. So this is just called leggings, elytra, helmet, chest plate, boots, except they all look really cool because they got the sick little enchanting language, I think. I don't know. Is that the enchanting language? Glitch language. Oh shit. Can I show? I don't think I can show that one on YouTube. My Silk Touch pickaxe is called the Silky Shatterer 2 because I died with the first one. My hoe is called Bethany because I think Bethany is a hoe-ass name. Like, if you're named Bethany and you watch my videos, this doesn't count for you, okay? For any other Bethany's out there who don't watch my videos, you a hoe-ass bitch. I hate you. I hope you die! For my fortune, Midas Touch. Get it? Midas. My sword is called Stabba, which is a pretty big downgrade from System Blower, I'm not gonna lie. My bow is just called Bow, and my axe is called Chop Chunk 2 because I died with the first one. You get the gist. So here we are at spawn where nothing is built because when I first spawned in, I immediately went exploring for cool land. I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to build, but I just knew I didn't want to settle for spawn. So I headed off in this direction, across the vast barren desert, across the mountainous acacia plains. Also, before we get to the base, look at this village generation. Isn't this cool? Anyways, across from the village, we have, I don't know, I didn't really give it a name. Or I think I gave it a name, but I just don't remember what it was. But yeah, here it is. The desert base. Holy shit, does this look cool. I completely forgot how fucking sick this looks when you're flying over. Like, dog, just look at this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, man! But I don't want to get ahead of myself yet. We'll start, oh god, what the fuck? Ew. Go away! You know, unpopular opinion, I don't mind phantoms. I think they're cool. Well, I don't mind them, like, I like their concept. I don't like how they're implemented. It's like, you don't sleep long enough and you get these, like, night demons. And they look sick as hell, but they're pretty annoying. Anyways, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, so I'll start, where all good things start out, with the sand dome. So I might have some screenshots of what this looked like before I went ahead and renovated this whole place. I think it was right before I went to the end to fight the Ender Dragon. I kind of revamped this place a little bit and made it a little bit more neat looking. You got everything up here. You got the table, little cute cactus dildonic plant item. Nice little study over here, and in this book is the Book of Chords. Desert home, end portal, bunch of shit. Flower Valley, Herobrine spawner, which, you know, I'll go to that in the end. I'll go to that in the very end. I forgot to show it off. Here it is, right here. Spooky. Ooh. Ocean Monument. Sand excavation site. Yeah, basically all my chords were written in here. Again, I was taking this world very seriously. I mean, I'm writing down chords in a book, not on my phone, like literally in the book in game. I'm not fucking around here. Here we have the smithing corner. Got your blade, telescope, smithing table, anvil, stone. What is this called? Grindstone. Blast furnace. The first pickaxe hung up on this wall. I think this is the first pickaxe. I think I was like confused whether this was or not, and I was like, fuck it. The less I know, the better. Then we have an armor stand resting on the table, and I think this is my lightning. Yeah, the stingray. Here we got the kitchen area, I guess if you want to call it. Got the brewing stand, which I actually renamed to coffee brewer, which I think a lot of people don't know that you can do this. You can take an item and then name it in your anvil. For example, if I wanted to call this ender chest, I don't know. Fuck, I hate Bedrock so much. Frick. And if I were to place that down and open it, frick, it'd show up in the name slot where it usually would say, chest. Pretty neat little feature. This pretty much works if any block the UI, so, knock yourself out. But I guess while we're in the ender chest, I'll, show all these off. Again, I was so serious, I named all my shulkers, alright? You don't do that if you're not serious, okay? And I even color-coded all of them, too. Sand, ocean, nether, enchantment, mob, end, dye, armor, tools, redstone, nature, colorful, whatever that means. I think that just means wool, terracotta, concrete, gravel, rock, which is just any type of stone, ender dragon egg, which I actually got 2 of them. I even labeled it glitched ender dragon egg. I didn't go into creative or anything. I didn't do any like intentional glitches. It just like dropped another egg when I fought the dragon again, which is kind of weird, but also kind of cool. Miscellaneous, valuable, food, night vision. I think these are just like specific ones just for me to hold on to. And I think this one was my golden, I don't know. You got your enchanted apples, totems in there. I was pretty stacked, although I didn't really have that many mob farms. Most of this was still by hand. Continuing with the kitchen, got a sink right here, which has, I think this is fire resistance, which is a cool little feature you can do on Bedrock where you can put potions inside of cauldrons. You can also just dye them like whatever color you want, so that's pretty neat. Smoker, furnace, everything for cooking. Golden carrot, some candles right here, which are, I think, my like favorite light item in the game. They're just so cool, man. I fuck with them. Lanterns on the ceilings, buttons decorating the ceilings as well. Clock, jukebox. I think I have every music disc. The flag for the area, which is super fucking cool. This is easily my favorite banner slash flag I've ever made. Like a pyramid with light emitting out of it. Super cool. Sun behind it. I love it. Love it. I remember it took me so long to like theory craft this all together. Got some hanging roots for details and an interesting block choice of acacia wood for the floors. I remember I didn't even want to build here originally. I was just like, oh, I need a place to stay for the night. I've been like traveling without any shelter for 3 days. My inventory was full. So I was just like, fuck it. I'll build a little dome in the desert and we'll move on from there, but never really moved on. I was just like, fuck it, I'll live here. No regrets. You know, people usually don't build in deserts, but I was the exception, and I fucking nailed it. IMO. Opening this trapdoor will reveal the basement area, aka the storage compartment, aka the enchanting compartment, aka the personal quarters compartment. Nice little green bed, detailed walls, bookshelves with the doors making them look all neat and stuff. Barrel with just my banner in it, and if you want to recreate this banner, there you go. This is the pattern. To the right, you got the chanting setup, which I don't even think this works. I think if I could find, I don't have any weapons on me, but I'm pretty sure this doesn't give you like a full 30, but I was just like, I don't really care. You know, I have everything I need. Again, fashion over function. And then down here in the middle, you got the storage compartment. I already explained how I stored all my items when I was going through my ender chest, so I didn't really need to go through that. But I definitely think I peaked here in terms of item sorting. That isn't automatic, because again, while I might have improved on my building, I didn't improve on my redstone very much. But whatever, I like manual sorters better. I like putting things in chests. It makes me feel all satisfied. Yeah, I was stacked on materials. I mean, I was just going ham. Yeah, look, these are just shulkers filled with like rock materials. And shout out to my end chest because I have so many purple blocks in here because I tore down like an entire end city, and I was like, I don't even know what I'm gonna build with these. But it was a fun little project just taking that thing down. I love end raiding, by the way. It's like one of my favorite things in modern Minecraft. I can be in the end for like hours and not get bored. I just love raiding that shit. Also, you can never have enough shulkers, am I right? But yeah, I'm really proud of how the storage silo ended up looking. Love the support beams, the hanging roots, the buttons on the ground being like little sand pebbles, the lanterns. It just all comes together and it looks super, super, super duper cool. But that's not all, because we have the secret iconic painting door, which leads to my valuables, which, as you can hear, underneath this carpet is amethyst. Makes that cool little jingle sound. You know, you got your copper, emeralds, iron, diamonds. Damn, dude, I almost had a stack of diamonds. Well, I like technically do have a stack of diamonds if I just decided to mine these. Netherite, gold, lapis, amethyst. Neat little room. Neat little secret storage compartment. Coming outside, get a nice little view. Oh, is it raining right now? How is it even raining? I'm in a desert. That shouldn't be possible. Oh wait, I forgot I'm on Bedrock. It'd be silly of me to expect things to work the way they're intended to. Connected into 1/4 of the dome home. It's a beetroot farm because I needed a lot of red for a build I was planning on doing. Got some antennas attached to the top. Kind of looks like, I've never seen Star Wars before, but I know that like little sand house Luke lives in, mimicking a little bit without even knowing. Right here is a tribute to my horse ride, 2020 to 2020. Simply vanished. You can still see his leads here, but he's gone. Wasn't because like a mob killed him or anything, just because he despawned. I name tagged him and everything, but you know, Bedrock, haha, wouldn't it be funny if things worked the way they were supposed to? No? Okay, well I guess we'll just keep on fucking the game up. I remember there was an update where literally paintings despawned. They forgot to like do some code with like paintings, and they literally just all despawned. It's truly unbelievable that Bedrock exists. Anyways, I left a little candle for him. Maybe one day he'll return. I guess I'll be following the path over here, which, might I add, this pathway took me forever to like figure out like the block palette for it. This is stripped jungle log, jungle wood planks, granite, and raw copper. Blocks you wouldn't normally think about on like a normal daily basis, but in a desert environment, I think it really works well. Like sure, I could have had like sandstone or whatever in birch, but I wanted to have like a little bit of a contrast. Also, it was impossible to find like any inspiration for like a desert path that wasn't like just grass or sandstone and birch. It was literally like I had to come up with this on my own. I invented this block palette basically. Then I put sandstone stairs on the side just to define the path a little bit more, and I think it came out really fucking well. It looks very noticeable whenever you're flying up here. Up here we have the nether portal, which I showed this off a couple of times in my Golden Age series. I remember I was telling myself, I gotta make the portal look cool. It has to be a cool portal because this is like 1.16, right? It's the nether update, so gotta make the nether really prominent feeling in the world. And I think I accomplished it. I also got these cool little totem statues surrounding the portal. But we'll head into the nether later on, so I got a lot to show here. For example, this cactus farm. I know you probably wouldn't have guessed that just by looking at it, but this is huge. I don't know why I went so hard on this, but I'm kind of glad I did. I think this looks really, really cool, really trippy at the same time looking at all this. This basically gives me more cactus than I could ever need. And I think what I wanted to do was have like a glass floor on here, but I just never built a glass floor and it's just floorless. But yeah, the building itself also looks pretty cool with the acacia color palette. Really glad I went with that because acacia isn't a block that I would usually ever use. It fits in really well with the desert aesthetic. And of course, the cactus. I was debating whether to go with the old texture or the new texture, basically just whether these were black or not, but I decided to just go with the new, just to match in. Directly to the right, we have the sheep farm, or specifically the gray wool farm, because it's only gray, because I needed a lot of it for my nether hub. Most of it's empty, because I used most of it, but basically how it worked was a bunch of sheep in here. I think like whenever they eat grass, these, I forgot what these are called, dispensers? Droppers? I think they're dispensers. They would shear the sheep for me, and then their wool would drop down here, and then a minecart would pick it up and drop it in these chests. I didn't come up with the redstone design. That came from a popular Bedrock YouTuber, Silent Whisper. Go check him out if you still play Bedrock. I'm sure he's still making farms to this day. Then we have a lonesome sheep chilling in this pen. I just never moved him inside and just kind of left him out here forever. I feel bad for the guy because like he can't regrow his wool. He's just stuck naked forever. But at least I put him in a desert. You know, it's a pretty hot environment. I'm sure he doesn't mind having his wool sheared off him. To the right of the portal, we have this bridge right here, which took me a long ass time to figure out what I wanted, and I think it came out pretty well. pillars. You got this cool little design at the end of them. Got a nice little valley of wheat over here and a water tower. You may notice that the path is different. This was my, I guess, beta pathway before I figured out I wanted the more orange looking pathway. Also, this was before copper was even in the game, so I couldn't even use that like block palette yet. Heading over this bridge, you got the Valley of Carrots. I don't even think I used this for food. I think I just like left it here for aesthetical purposes. Also, hello cat. I have a bunch of cats in this area, all perched up on the path borders. And here where Garfield 2 is standing, you have a little broken down, beat up, worn out, grown out, natured out house, and inside is a sugarcane farm, which doesn't work anymore. It was a zero tick, and they patched out the zero tick farms in a later update, but it didn't even work that well, even like when zero tick was a thing. It was very on and off. But what you would do, you'd come down here, flick the lever, piston would go off and on, and then that sugarcane would constantly grow, and then you get pumped into here. But again, it doesn't work anymore, and it barely worked even when it was supposed to. Here we have some horses that didn't despawn. Dahonk, Donk, and Ride the Third. I don't even think I had to ride the second. I think I just skipped to the third because the second sounded lame. Going over here straight past the dome home, I have a little pyramid statue right here. One of the first things I built. We're met with 3 pathways over here. Straight ahead, we have a zombie spawner farm. This is my first and only mob farm I made in this world. Well, hostile mob farm. I have a passive one. You'll see over there. Originally, I was going to build like a house that led down to the farm, but I was just like, let me get creative with it. And I built this sand zombie creature. Even has like armpit hair and claws and glowing beating eyes. You can even see like part of his brain is exposed up there. I went hard on this. But the farm itself isn't anything special. I think I was actually planning on changing it, but I just never got to it. Basically, come over here, got another portal for quick access back to the surface. Stand right here, this would light up, just, you know, some mobs that spawn around you. Zombies would come over here, they get lifted up, they get dropped down here, you kill them. You've seen this before. Enchanting table over here, and then you'd collect all your spoils. Damn, this shit went fucking down. If we head to the, let's go right. We head to the right, we have the sand pyramid, the main pyramid. It's not huge, but where it lacks in size, I think it makes up for in detail. You see, the plan was to put a beacon like in the inside of the pyramid, and it would like shoot out from the top. It would kind of like recreate what my banner flag was, but I guess I never got to it, which is weird because I definitely have a beacon set up somewhere in this world, I think. I don't know why I never just set it up here. But on the inside, we have a maze, which I think I remember which direction it's which. Nope. Okay, well, that just led back up there. Big fan of mazes, by the way. I remember in Pocket Edition, I would just constantly like build mazes and then let my friends play them and be like, dude, you're so stupid. How do you not know this? Up here, we have the second portion, which this is supposed to be all fire, but I thought the fire was like lagging my world, so I deleted all of it, even though I don't think fire actually does like any lag damage. If it was anything, it was the cactus farm for sure. But the idea was you'd have to snake your way around here, even though you could just easily just walk through the fire. And then the beacon would be in there shooting out from the top. But sadly, never got to it. Don't know why. Oh, you know, actually, I think what I wanted to do is I wanted to make like a wither arena to like fight the wither in, but I just never got to that. Because I very easily could have just killed the wither, no problem in this world, but I wanted it to be special. Walking around here, we have some custom trees, quote unquote custom trees. I mean, they're just acacia trees, but I added some more leaf blocks drooping down. Here we have the bee tree. I had to punch out all the fire because the bees were being really stupid and getting themselves burned. Over to the left, we have a natural desert well, just in case you thought it wasn't natural. It is. Now over here, we have the tree sanctuary. Originally, I just had like some dirt blocks and I just plant the trees on them because, you know, I'm in a desert, no dirt around, can't plant any trees. But I eventually did turn it into its own unique build, and it looks sick as fuck. Got the copper rods hanging down. You got this fucking horns on top of the like gate thing, little overhang on top, all the leaves busting through. This came out super well. Got acacia trees, birch trees, and I guess that's it. Huh. I thought I had like every type of tree in here, but I guess not. I guess my thought was like I don't really use any other type of wood, so I just have acacia and birch, which is pretty odd because these are like the two most like divisive types of wood in the game, other than like jungle. But yeah, I decorated it a little bit, added some moss, some acacia saplings. What is this called? Flowering azalea. Yeah, I added some of those around. Yeah, pretty fucking neat, you know? That's the cool thing about living in a desert, is that you have to build things you wouldn't usually have to build. Like, if you're in a plains biome, you don't really have to build like your own separate sanctuary to mine trees, because like you can just plant them anywhere. But in the desert, you need to have dirt down. If you need to have dirt down, you might as well make it look pretty. Deserts and snow biomes really do force you to like just think outside the box. Gives you more of a reason to build things, you know? That's why they're some of my favorite biomes in the game. If we go off the beaten path past the tree sanctuary, we'll be greeted with the llama sanctuary. I mean, it's not really a sanctuary. I mean, I guess it is a sanctuary. So here's a little bedrock tidbit. When wandering traders despawn, their llamas don't despawn. In fact, they act like name tagged animals and they stay in the game forever. So you can imagine having a bunch of them spawn nearby, they just stay and they just clutter up unwanted space in my area. So instead of killing them, I was just like, fuck it, why don't I just make it like my own sanctuary for them? And that's exactly what I did. Wait, before going in, I just want to show y'all how this kind of looks. This mountain like already kind of looked like a llama. And I was just like, oh, I'll just add a face on it. Worked out perfectly. Heading down here, a little bit of suspense. And wha-bam! Llama sanctuary. The red carpet, the pillars, the banner, the wall gradient. I really did peek here. And then at the very end of the hall, the llama throne. I was gonna have one of them sit in a boat and be like the llama king, but I don't know why I didn't do that. I should have done that. My bad. But yeah, I really went all out for this place. And you know what? I guess I can give Bedrock a compliment. If these guys did despawn like they usually do, I wouldn't have built this. So I'll give you that point, Bedrock. Yeah, super cool. Also, I'm sure you're starting to notice that I'm like using the descriptor super cool to describe everything. I mean, it's just cool. That's all I can say, you know? I mean, I'm not wrong, you know? It's like, it's a cool build, so I'm calling it super cool. Following the pathway to the tree sanctuary, we got the sadly unfinished, like very sadly unfinished. I really wish I finished this. I don't know what I would call this, like the rich area, the wealthy area, the mansion area, the sanction, as I would call it. This is gonna be like its own private, like a country club type of deal, private property type of deal. I was like, I'm finally making it up in the world, you know? I'm sick of living in the dome and I wanna move into a big mansion, so got it built out right here. I pretty much got the exterior done. I might have added some more like little doodads on the roof, but structurally, I think I finished it. The exterior, at least. I didn't finish the interior, sadly. But I remember planning this out, man. I was like so excited to build it. I literally planned it out in my drawing journal. That's how excited I was to build it. But yeah, sadly never finished. Most of it's just empty space. It really does suck. But hopefully one day I'll come back to this idea and do it justice. It could have been great. It could have been great. And the fountain too, this is gonna be like a huge fountain in the center. Okay, back to the diverging path. If we go left, we'll get another diverging path and go right up here to the brewing house, which I think was one of the last things I did before switching over to Java. I kind of wanted to make it like a little wonky looking, you know, like a little zigzaggy, and I think I accomplished that pretty well. I mean, at this point, I was pretty much an expert at like building these type of builds. I think it came out really well. Coming inside, it just looks like a typical abandoned building. You know, it got cobwebs everywhere. It's all dirty and stuff. You got a cauldron dripping, but underneath the stairs is where the true magic would lie. I say would because I, again, didn't finish it. Following the path over here, take a left, and whoa! We're in a spider spawner. So yeah, I guess I did lie when I said that was the only hostile mob spawner. Because, actually, no, I do have a skeleton spawner as well. Yeah, I was completely lying. Anyways, we got a spider spawner down here, and I actually think this is the first spawner I made in the world. So yeah, I was completely off about the zombie one. Oh shit, a spider jockey. But yeah, you just be right here, get the spiders, and their drops would come to you. Got another enchanting setup, and over here is where I would have built the auto brewer. That was the plan here. That's why I have all this redstone shit in here. Also, why does the chest look like that? It's not, that's like the beta texture for, oh wait, you break it with, I'm so used to beta breaking the shit with swords. Yeah, it's a weird texture for the chest. But yeah, I was gonna make an auto brewer in here, had everything ready, but bad timing, bad timing. All right, now if we go forward from here, across this bridge, we'll be greeted with probably my best build in this entire world, the village. But before we get to that, we have a cave over here that I decked out. Added the cobblestone, the stairs, and here we have a smelting area. Auto smelting area, might I add. You would come up here, place the blocks in there, flip this lever, and the minecart behind there would go ooh on the hoppers, and the hoppers would lead into the furnaces, which had coal blocks in them, and then they would all smelt down into a chest down here. Y'all probably know how this works already. And if we go down a little bit further, we'll be greeted with two entryways. The way to the mine, and over here is an Easter egg. It's Mario! Hey, what the fuck, Mario? What the fuck are you doing in the game? What are you doing in my cave? What the fuck? And Mario would say, Wahoo! Anyways, this is a reference to when Steve was announced for Smash. I was like super fucking hyped because I was like, that was my dude, right? That was like my #1 choice to be in the game. And I was like, oh dude, I gotta build like a little reference. Because in the trailer, Steve busts through the wall and Mario's like, what? And he's in the cave and shit. I don't know, I was just kind of geeking out and I was like, this would be cute. So there he is. The Mario. Then heading down to the mine. Whoa. I think I had plans to make it all lush and beautiful, but never got to it. This goes out a decent amount. I think like 500 blocks. All right, now I can finally show you the best build in this world. The Sand Desert Village. I really wish I came up with a name for this, but fortunately I didn't. I think I did have a name for it, but I just can't remember it. And I didn't write it down anywhere. You know what? Let's call it sand area, sand place, sand wall house. I don't know. I can't name shit right now. But before we get to the actual village, these walls are actually accessible. Okay, that one's not. This one is though. So if you want to travel through the walls, you can if you want to. And I think there are like ladder points to get to the top of the wall. If I'm right. Oh, okay. Well, that's a problem. Or maybe not. I don't see any. Okay, well, that's what I should have done. I should have had some like ladders leading up to the walls, but I guess I forgot. But if you do manage to find your way up to the desert walls, there are ladders for your climbing needs. So you can basically just go wherever on these walls. But getting into the actual village, there's a house for every single profession, just like Sace Village in the last world. Except here, I think everything is a lot more uniform. Every build follows the same block palette. And because of that, it all comes together as very, very clean and natural. I won't show off every build. I mean, I'll show off the cool ones, I guess. This is the fisherman. He has a kelp floor. Some of them turned into zombies, and so I had to block their doors. I thought I lit the place up well enough, but I guess it's never enough. Or I guess it's probably enough now that the light level has to be 1 or higher for mobs to spawn. Oh yeah, you also may notice the pathway is the beta pathway. That's because I made this pre 1.17 when they added in copper, and I didn't really feel like changing it, so I just kept it the way it was. Here we have Grindstone Guy's house. We have the librarian's house, which I kept him super locked in just because I really didn't want to lose him, because he had mending, of course. But he's happy in there. He's happy. This is the leather worker's house. This is the shepherd's house. I think, yeah, he had sheep back here. I guess they all died. Whoops. We have the cartographer. Of course, he has the fanciest house. He has a fucking balcony. But he's the cartographer. He has to be able to see the world, to make the maps. It makes sense. Here's the blacksmith, and I guess I also locked him in for some reason, even though I don't really think he was very... Oh, he's a zombie. Oh, no. Oh. Here's the house of the blast furnace man. I don't know what his profession's called. Here's the stonemason. Here's the Fletcher. Here's the leather worker. And in front of his house, we have the cleric's church area. Got a little bell tucked in there. And then over yonder from this bridge, this beautiful, beautiful sandstone bridge with this beautiful, beautiful well-lit lake. River. It's a river, right? Yeah, river. Streaming across the two areas, separating the housing district from the sleeping district. And I say sleeping district because this was the sleep headquarters for all the villagers to congregate at, because I couldn't fit the beds in like any of their houses because they're too small. So I figured, why don't I just make like a own separate building just for sleeping? So you'd walk in here, all the beds you can need. Unfortunately though, they never came over here. They never like recognized these beds as their own, and I didn't really feel like pushing them over here to try to make them sleep. So they all just kind of stay cooped up in their houses, unfortunately. Now you may be thinking to yourself, Kellphone, this is real cool and all, it's really neat, it's really pretty looking, but it's not very efficient, you know? These villagers ain't getting you shit. And you would be right, but you'd also be wrong, because there's a secret lying about underneath the village. You see, over here we have a villager totem head just chilling out in the sand, but if you go on top of the head, you'll find this, a hole. Is there a fucking llama down there? Okay, hold up. Just in case I die. Okay, we're good. How the fuck did you get down here? But yeah, here is the trading hall. I know I was talking shit about it not too long ago, but I built a village for them, right? It's like, I'm still pretty humane. The way I view it is, everyone that's on the surface are good people, right? They haven't done anything bad or illegal. These guys down here, though, these are like hardened criminals. These guys have like killed people, they trampled crops, they led zombies into the village. They're racist. They really are just deplorable people. So I have no qualms of putting them in these little 1x1 chambers to do my bidding. But yeah, I'm really happy how this place turned out. Originally I was gonna go for the same block palette as my storage silo, but instead of that, I kind of went with just more of a sandstone feel, because it's more like underground. Got real creative with the stairs and the slabs and all that to make a cool ceiling design, and I think it came out really well. But over here on the sides of the trading stations, we have the daycare center, I guess, for the unwanted villagers, which I had a lot more down here, but I guess they just despawned. Let me check the other one on the other side. There we go. Okay, these have more people. Oh, and a little kitty. Aw. But yeah, I wanted to give this place like a little bit of a pseudo outside look, just so these guys, you know, wouldn't go insane or depressed. Because these guys, they aren't hardened criminals, all right? These guys were just like birthed by the hardened criminals. They just grew up in some unfortunate circumstances. But you know, they don't know that they're at like Y level 10. They think they're outside. They don't even know what the outside looks like. So they're happy here. What are you guys doing? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck back inside! Now! Go! Be gone! Leave! Stop! Go! Be gone! Stop standing on the pressure plate. Thank you. And then finally, behind the trading hall, we have this little, you know, cool little room. No real purpose. It's like a little security area, you know? Got this computer right here. Pretend it has like the cameras showing all the villagers over there. You know, nothing too special. Except, if you look in here, and if you push the lever... Ooh, secret room. So yeah, this is actually my emerald vault. This is where I decided to myself, you know, I have all these emeralds, and I don't want to just keep them in a chest. I'm gonna make a vault for them. Of course, in the center, you got the emerald pile, and then surrounding it, it's a dome made of green concrete, lime concrete, and then emeralds in the middle. Some, what is this called? It's not glowstone, it's glow... What is the name of it, though? Shroomlight, that's what it's called. It's called Shroomlight. Got some Shroomlights planted in the ceiling. And then there's only one room in here. I was planning on making a, like a library through here, and then over there would have been, I'm not exactly sure what over there would have been, but something would have been over there. But in this room, it's just like my personal headquarters. Got my bed, got a desk right here. I don't think anything's in the book. My own personal pile of emeralds separate from the main one down there. And of course, it wouldn't be a secret personal headquarters if it didn't have a little fish tank inside. So I guess that fish tank from the other world that never came to be did come to be, just in another form. And a clock hanging up overhead, because you know I don't know what time it is down here. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of how this came out. Again, you'll hear me repeat it time and time again. Wish I finished it. I bet a library would have looked really fucking cool in this color palette. But you work with what you got, and what I got is super dope. And then if you want to get back up, pop straight back up from the river. And that's the build. Very, very proud of how this came out. I still think this is one of my most impressive builds to date. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. And now we're finally done with the desert area. Oh wait, actually, there is like 2 more things I want to show off. The first one's over here, which I guess is technically not part of the desert, but the plan was to like path my way out here, so it would have technically been a part of the base. But this is my squid farm, which I can guarantee y'all have never seen a squid farm this brutal and cool looking before. So the lore of this is, these are alien ships, and basically how they work is they bed themselves in the ocean, and they have these little tanks on top of them, and then they just wait a little bit, wait for sea life to get inside of their tanks, and then they fly back up and then go back to wherever the fuck they came from. I think I was gonna have them like somewhere in the end. That was going to be like where their main mothership was, but to repeat myself again, never got around to it. But yeah, it took me a while to come up with these ship designs, and I really like them. Especially like the dripping tentacle parts on them. Like in the actual ship mechanics, like these would be to like ground themselves to the ocean floor. But even from like a non-lore mechanical perspective, they just look so fucking cool. And then on the top of the ship, got their claws hooked onto the ocean tank, which if I come over here, the squid would spawn in there. The magna inside the fish tank, I'll show it real quick. So yeah, the squid would spawn up here. The magna blocks would drag them down. They would die. There's a mine cart with a hopper underneath, and it would collect all the drops and it'd drop them off at the back of the tank, which was great because I needed a lot of black dye for a project I was doing, which, take a guess, I never finished. Ha ha ha. It was all in vain. But at least I got these cool builds out of it. And then in the center, this is my AFK chamber. I just sit here inside. I can get inside. There we go. Close these up. Okay, that goes the wrong way. But I would close these and just like sit here, let the squid accumulate. Once again, shout out to Silent Whisper for coming up with the design, not the build. Like, he just did the redstone part. I did all the, you know, building part, obviously. Also, I think the ships have interiors as well. If I can perch myself on here. Okay, I don't remember how to get in, but inside there are shulker boxes with fish and squid ink. But yeah, for sure, this is definitely my favorite looking build in this entire world. Like, don't get me wrong, I think the desert village is really cool, but that just speaks to me. That style, that's my fucking style, dog. Okay, the final thing in the desert I want to show is a little bit over here. It's nothing special. In fact, it's like not really anything at all, but might as well show it off, is the sand excavation site. This is where I would gather up all my sand if I needed glass or I just needed sandstone. This is the place I would do it at. I wanted to keep it like a little far away from the actual base just to not make the area look ugly. But I made a little excavation house right here. Nothing too special. Down here, oh my fucking God, where the fuck do you guys come from? Any sand that I didn't bring back to the main base would just sit in these chests over here and sometimes in the shulkers. Yeah, pretty neat, pretty neat. All right, that's everything in the desert. I'm pretty sure didn't miss anything. And now we can go, oh fuck, wait, I did forget something. Right here, just a fishing hut area. You'd fish and then you'd put the fish in the chest or whatever junk you have. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Oh wait, this is Funny Guy Fish. Classic Funny Guy Fish. Oh, and here's my fishing rod. I called it Ra, kind of like the Egyptian god Ra. Get it? We're in a desert. Egypt's in a desert. Rod kind of sounds like Ra. It's all connected. It's all connected. Okay, now with that all done, you can finally go somewhere a little bit hotter. Fellas, welcome to hell. Or more specifically, this is the Hell Highway. So usually what people do for nether hubs is they have like an ice boat thing running across the tunnel. But I want it to be different, you know? 1.16 just released, and with that, they also released the Soul Speed enchantment. And I was like, wouldn't it be cool if I implemented that into like a highway system? The answer is yes, it is pretty cool. It's like, whoa, look how fast I'm going. I'm not actually really going that fast, but it looks cool. Sadly, though, ice boats are way, way faster. But I wasn't really caring about the speed aspect. I was more going for the feel, the 1.16 aesthetic. Speaking about aesthetic, the tunnel itself is super metal looking. I love it. Pretty much all black stone, the crimson trapdoors with the shroom lights behind. Pretty simple pattern, but it is cool looking. Really cool looking. Big fan of the color black, if you can't tell. Also, for every portal stop, I kind of like decorated it with the other side's aesthetic. So, you know, like it's a desert over there. So I kind of leaked the desert into the hub a little bit. On the sides over here, we got a way down and we have materials for the tunnel in case I ever needed to expand it. Then over on this side, I think this is just a smelting area for netherrack. But if we head down, we'll see my nether area, the actual nether area. There isn't much built here, but what is built here is probably more than the average player. Because most players are just like, oh, cool. The nether, I'll build like a little safety area, and that's basically it. But I kind of wanted to take the extra mile, or I don't know, maybe more players do actually build in the nether. I'm not sure what the average player playstyle is. But here's like the only real build in this entire area, the NMC, Nether Mining Central. This came out looking really neat. Used the trapdoors for a pipe design because these trapdoors don't burn. Now, super imposing look. You got chains, you got iron bars, you got blackstone, nether brick. Then walking inside, you got a cool little pattern right here, but then you go down here and this will lead down to the nether mines, which, you know, I did a little bit of decorating. Had some mushrooms, some blackstone, some of these pillars to support the cave area. And then in each four directions, I would mine straight forward and I'd keep a note on how many ancient debris I found. So this one's 24, this is 41, 31, and 33. Yeah, my ass is mining, but you know, a little cute little quaint area. And then over to the right of the Nether Mining Central, we have the bartering building, aka the pigs building. I wanted to put bartering on here, but unfortunately the word was too big, so I was like, you know, piglins, pigs, you barter with piglins, pigs, you know, it makes sense. I guess I never finished the S though. That's unfortunate. But the idea was it's like a corporate business building, but for pigs. So, you know, you have a little reception area, and then you would go up the elevator, and then there'd be like a conference room, and there'd be a bunch of piglins in here, and you would throw shit at them, and they would give you whatever. Again, I could have made like an auto bartering system, but that's just not as fun. I wanted to have a little bit of fun with it, you know? Yeah, this goes up for 4 floors, and I'm pretty sure this was like the very last thing I did before switching over to Java. And there's one last little thing over here, if I'm not mistaken. There he is, my boy, Matthew. It says Matthew. I know the letters are kind of fucked up, but that's Matthew. That's all for the nether. Kind of wish I did more down here, considering this was made in 1.16, the nether update. But for what I do have, I'm pretty content. But you know, living in a desert and working so much in the nether really makes you crave for the cold. So I decided to make a little home away from home in a lot colder of a biome. Welcome to the snow base. I really wish I named these things better. Like desert base, snow base. I mean, like really, I couldn't have like come up with a name for them. Where the fuck am I? This isn't where the portal is supposed to be, but I should be able to find the base around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, this is where I was supposed to hop out. So this is my snow base, or my vacation home, I guess you can say. The main attraction is over here next to this farm thing. What is this, carrots? Yeah, carrots. Got a little pig pen. Got a dog. Got a fox. But here is my vacation home, my snow home. Definitely my most cozy build I've ever made. I made this around December, so around Christmas time. I was feeling in the holiday spirit. It was snowing for the first time in forever in Texas, and I was like, I need to build something in a snow area, you know? I can't be spending my Christmas in a desert. So I came down here and I built this. It's a triangle-shaped house with a little square compartment to the side of it. Originally I was gonna use spruce for the roof, but I saw that like whenever it started to snow, it kind of looked really weird with the snow piling on. So instead I just did quartz so it blend in with the snow, and I think I made the right choice. Coming inside through the open glass doors, we have a cozy stripped spruce log pattern with a fireplace, some cabinets, little table. These are supposed to be like Christmas, I don't know what they call them, wreaths, like the little leaves you string around your house and put lights on. Got my dog chilling in here. Got a book over here with nothing inside. Connecting to the living room, we have a kitchen. Got a sink, photography table, divorce papers. Also, the ceiling is made from barrels. I thought the texture was really neat, so I was just like, sure, why not? But that's not all. There is in fact a super secret passageway if you just take the shovel right here and put this fire out. Then quickly run over here. You'll be greeted into the basement, in which lies the war criminal himself. I didn't name him, but he is a war criminal. But yeah, basically he's just my snow farm. Take a shovel and mine the snow underneath him, and you get a bunch of snow. Ooh, look at all that snow. Yeah, but it's real nice, cold and decrepit down here. Maybe I went a little bit too far with the randomness. Like maybe there's too many contrasting blocks here, but actually no, you know what? It's not too contrasting. This looks fucking good. And if you want to go back up, just hit the button and whoop. It's like it never even existed. But yeah, I'm gonna go on a whim and say this is probably my favorite house I ever made. It's so cozy. I remember when I was finished building this, I was like, I peaked. This is the best house I've ever made. I can't get any better than this, you know? You can have all the big mansions and the huge castles, but it'll never be as cozy as a nice little winter log cabin. Also, look at these lampposts. I thought they turned out pretty cool. Anyways, heading back over here, if you go down this way, this is the mines, which I didn't really decorate or anything. They're just mines, you know? You mine things. Over here, this was gonna be a like nightclub area. It's gonna have like a secret piston password protected door, and then it would lead to like a cool Christmas themed club. But unfortunately, wild surprise, aha, I never got to it. And then down through this tunnel is just a very fucking like, why did I make it so like decrepit? Like this is really overgrown. But this would have led out to a ice skating rink, like a huge ice skating rink over here. But I guess you'll have to use your own imagination of what it would have looked like. And that's everything for the winter getaway. Very tiny, very quaint, very cozy. Like, I know on a technical level that the desert village is more impressive, but I think I enjoy this place a little bit more. Like, I hate snow and the cold in real life, but in video games, I fucking love them. Oh, what the fuck? Get out of here. Dumbass made me slow. All right, we're almost done. I only have one last thing to show, and it's not even that impressive, nor is it, like, at all finished. But I couldn't think of a better place to end off than the end. Or as it would have been called if I ever finished it, the vapor space. See, if you know me in real life, I'm a big fan of vaporwave. I have a lot of cassettes, a lot of vinyls, listen to a lot of vaporwave. I'm a vaporwave espionado. So I kind of wanted to spread my my enjoyment of it to Minecraft, build a vaporwave type tribute place. And if it was ever finished, it would have been my biggest project by far. But this is basically as far as I got. Just decorating the end room to look like the floral shop cover. Oh, also, this little tripwire right here. Listen to this. Cute, right? But my plan was to terraform the entire end island in this color palette, like this pink and black checkerboard pattern, and have 4 rainbow roads leading to the end islands. Like diverging from the roads, like on the side of the roads, were gonna be like different things that represent a vaporwave, like the corporate side, the surreal side, the nostalgic side. It was all gonna be themed around vaporwave, but never came to fruition. A little corny, sure, but I don't know, it still would have been cool. I do, however, have a little skeleton farm down here, still in the vaporwave theme. And this one's different from the other ones because it's actually efficient. It's a trident killer, so you flick this lever, there's tridents that are attached to a piston, and whenever you hit that lever, the pistons go off, and the tridents move around in kind of like a circle, and they'll damage the skeletons that come on through. And what's cool about it is if you hold your sword, you'll actually get the looting effect, so you will get more drops. That's the one like really neat Bedrock exclusive feature, because Java does not have that. But yeah, if I ever needed bones, I would just sit up here, let that machine run while holding my sword, and play the waiting game. But yeah, with that all said and done, I am finished. That's the entirety of this world. That's every build covered. Oh, and if you needed proof that this was all in survival, there you go. I still have a lot of nostalgia for these worlds, despite my hatred of Bedrock. I'm still quite proud of a lot of the builds in these worlds, especially this one. But unfortunately, I never got to really have any of these long term. I really do wish I just stuck with the first world and just kept on expanding that and just have one huge giant world to show everything off in. That's not the way things went. You know, I got bored. I thought I had to change my world for every update, even though I could have just like moved far away and kept the same world. Unfortunate as it is, I am grateful that I at least built all this and still have it to look back on. Anyways, I've been sitting here for like 4 hours touring all these worlds. I'm tired. I need to edit these videos. I need to eat something. I need to take a piss. But it's been fun. I hope y'all got something from this. Some inspiration maybe. Some newfound appreciation for deserts. And if you enjoyed, you can subscribe to me. That's always an option. Check out my Twitter, Twitch, Discord. All linked in the bio. Not bio. The description. Always get those two confused. And yeah, later.